Exhibitors are optimistic about the expansion of their businesses as they showcase their offerings at the Tourism Leadership Forum. The event, which is taking place in Botswana's capital, Gaborone, wraps up tomorrow. Ahmed Kajee has more.
Delegates at the Tourism Leadership Forum in Gaborone have discussed ways of easing travel within Africa, as well as how the private sector can help bolster growth. Stellenbosch-based exhibitor Lezan Du Plessis, who owns a digital marketing agency, believes the forum presents a great opportunity for companies.
A forum like this one is very much focused on the African tourism industry and empowering, especially from the grassroots up. And what we have seen with our digital agency is a lot of the bigger groups are our clients, and they have bigger budgets to drive their own marketing, and that is why they can employ somebody like us. But there is a skills gap for people with their own smaller tourism agencies or tourism businesses. And we have created an online social media course that we think will be a perfect fit for this market. So we are here to see the match, to establish that connection with specifically tourism organizations or tourism businesses or smaller operators to sign up for our social media course.
She says her business has a lot to offer startups.
I think from our side, it's such a fantastic place to be at 10 years later, because now we have this massive amount of skills and experience, and we've combined it into a very simplified social media course. And it's also a way for us to give back to the continent, because a course like this really enables people from the grassroots up, and it definitely enables the continent to promote itself on a very deep level.
Kenyan business owner Sylvia Ntutu says the forum is helping her get exposure to different markets.
While I'm here, I'll be able to get more exposed and to get to know what people really like about our items and all that stuff, and to connect, and do the networking for the business. I'm hoping to get a lot of connections, so I can be sending things over here for people to sell.
The role the Africa Free Trade Agreement can play in boosting continental travel also came into focus. The Hospitality Association of Botswana's Lily Rakorong says collaborations are vital to take the industry forward.
Of course, today it is very, very important as we are looking at the AFTCA, and with the AFTCA, our view is that this is what is going to help fast-track the intra-Africa travel. But not just only fast-track the Africa intra-travel, we are also looking at the whole value chain of the tourism industry. We are very excited. This is where the marketplace will start happening on a bigger scale, from the country level, the regional level, and then at the continental level.
Botswana's tourism minister, Fildanani Kereng, says boosting continental travel is central to her government strategy.
The AFCFTA is concerned in pushing a lot, among other things, with the liberalization and promotion of intra-Africa trade in services and products, more particularly tourism and cultural services.
It's hoped that the formation of the Africa Private Sector Alliance will also help create growth.
The collaboration has already occurred in the sense that all the private sectors association around Africa have now come together to form what you call the Africa Private Sector Alliance, which basically for them to be able to work together in terms of marketing, in terms of research, in terms of positioning the continent, and in terms of trading among themselves. So that collaboration has already taken place, and we believe that it can be sustained if the policymakers, the presidents, the ministers, the director generals, the CEOs, and everyone could come and support what they are intending to achieve.
Meanwhile, Botswana's Deputy President, Slamba Tsogwane, says solutions to African problems lie with the people of the continent. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ahmed Kajee in Gaborone, Botswana.